So far, this course has only read the stock build. This class extends it for the first time, with the two pieces every Yocto customization is made of, a layer and a recipe. We will create the layer with bitbake's own tooling, register it with the build, and read what the generator produced. Then we will write one complete recipe for a real upstream program, the GNU project's Hello, and follow it through fetch, verification, configuration, compilation, and packaging. At the end, the build produces installable packages, and the image itself stays untouched, deliberately. Packaging and installing are different decisions, and this class makes only the first one. The Yocto project's development manual defines the mechanism we are about to use. A layer is a repository of related metadata. Recipes, configuration, classes, and bitbake combines a stack of layers into one build. Everything the earlier classes read already came from layers: the core metadata, the reference distribution, the board support. The manual's central guidance is the discipline this class practices. Keep your modifications in your own layer, and do not modify the layers you receive. The core stays pristine, and your changes live where they can be versioned, reviewed, and carried forward to the next release. Before creating one, here is what makes a directory a layer. A single configuration file, layer.conf, declares everything bitbake needs to know about it. It tells bitbake where the layer's recipe files are found. It gives the layer an identity, its collection name. It assigns a priority, which settles the tie when two layers provide the same recipe. And it declares which release series the layer is compatible with, so an outdated layer fails loudly instead of subtly. One distinction is worth pinning down now. The build's own list of participating layers lives in a different file, bitbake-layers.conf. That file says which layers are in the build. Each layer's own configuration describes itself. 2 files, 2 jobs. The starting state stated plainly. This is the same Rhinos classroom workspace as the earlier classes, a completed stock build of the minimal image, with warm download and shared state caches. That prior state is why most of what happens today restores instead of executing. One more piece of prepared state to disclose. The source archive for the program we will package is already in the download cache, fetched during preparation, so the filmed build verifies it rather than downloading it fresh. And the boundary. Our recipe packages the GNU Hello program as a teaching fixture. It is not a product. And nothing in this class modifies the image. The last check on camera will prove that. Bitbake ships the tool that creates layers, and we use it as is. The first command generates a complete skeleton. The configuration file we just walked through, a license file, a README, and a small example recipe. The second command registers the new layer with this build, which simply appends it to bitbake-layers.conf. The third asks bitbake to list its layers, and that is the immediate proof. Our layer sits beside the core metadata and the reference distribution at priority 6. Then we read what the generator wrote. Here is the whole sequence. The skeleton deserves a close look because every generated line maps to the anatomy from a moment ago. The configuration file points bitbake at this layer's recipes with 2 file patterns, recipe files and append files, which later classes use to modify recipes other layers provide. It names the collection, records the priority we chose, and declares compatibility with exactly this release series, the Rhinos line. The generator even included a working example recipe worth keeping as a reference. The layer is now real, registered, discoverable, and so far empty of anything useful. The next step is a recipe worth building. The development manual's recipe guidance gives us the map for what follows. A recipe describes one buildable unit of software, where its source comes from, how the fetch is verified, what license covers it, and how it is configured, compiled, installed, and packaged. The most useful advice in the chapter is about economy. Most of that work is inherited, not written. Common build systems have classes, auto tools, KMSA, Meson, that supply the configure, compile, and install steps. A straightforward recipe therefore states facts and inherits procedures. Ours will be about a dozen lines, and every line is a fact that a task will check. The finished recipe is published beside this video, and it is now in the layer added between takes. What matters is reading it, not watching it be typed. From the top, the file name carries the recipe's name and version, and the version reaches into the file as a variable. The source block gives the fetch address, using bitbake's mirror variable for GNU software, and the checksum the fetcher must verify. Download anything different and the build stops. The license block declares GPL 3 or later, and points at the license file inside the source with its own checksum. So a silent license change also stops the build. One line sets the unpack directory, because the archive unpacks under its upstream name, hello, not under our recipe's name. And one line inherits autotools and gatetect. That single line is the entire build procedure. Here is the file. Read those lines again, as promises to tasks. The fetch address and checksum bind do fetch. It must produce exactly the archive we named, from the cache or from the network. The unpack directory binds do unpack and every task after it. They work where we said the source lands. The inherit line expands into the configure, compile, and install tasks, supplied by the AutoTools class instead of written by hand. The license declarations bind the license accounting that runs with packaging. Nothing in the file is decoration. Each line is checked by machinery the earlier classes already read. And when a promise fails, a wrong checksum, a moved license file, the build stops at that task, and that task's log names the reason. Time to collect. One command asks for the recipe by name. Around it, the build reuses what the caches hold. The toolchain and the native helpers restore from shared state, which is last class's reuse machinery doing its job. Our recipe's own tasks execute for real. Fetch and verify the archive from the download cache. Unpack, configure, compile, install, and package. The quiet middle of the run is accelerated on screen. Everything you need to judge it runs at normal speed. Here's the build. The summary line carries the whole story. 957 tasks attempted. 938 did not need to run again. All succeeded. The 19 tasks that did execute are our recipe's own pipeline. Fetch, unpack, patch, configure, compile, install, and the packaging family. Nothing else in the workspace was touched. That ratio is the shape of healthy Yocto development. Your change costs your recipe's tasks, and the rest of the build is restored evidence. What those 19 tasks produced is the next question. Two queries answer it. The first asks the build's package database, what the NK Hello package installs. One file, the Hello binary, under user bin. The second lists the package files the build wrote to the deploy area, and there are far more than one, because packaging splits outputs by role. The main package, a debug package, a development package, documentation, and one package per translation, courtesy of the gate-test machinery in a program built to demonstrate it. The splitting is not our doing. It is default policy. It exists so an image can install exactly what it needs and nothing more. Here are the queries. This split is what next class's decisions are made of. When the fixture goes into an image, we choose which pieces ship. The main package carries the binary alone. Documentation and translations are separate, deliberate choices. Note also what these listings do not contain. Nothing was installed outside the build tree. No root file system changed, and the packages sit in the deploy area as inert artifacts, exactly like the stock packages beside them. Building a recipe expands what the build can install. It installs nothing by itself. One more command, and it is the quiet punchline of the class. The same build, asked for again. Bitbake hashes every task's inputs, the recipe text, the declared checksum, the configuration, the dependencies, and compares signatures exactly as last class read in the stamps. Nothing has changed in the seconds since the build finished, so every signature matches, and the summary says so. All 957 tasks, nothing to rerun. Then we list our recipe's own stamps, and they look exactly like BusyBox's did last class. Task names carrying input signatures. Here's the rerun. The mechanism deserves one careful restatement, because it is the reason this workflow scales. Every task's inputs are hashed into a signature. Stamps record the signature that last ran. A match means restore or skip, a difference means execute. Last class we read that machinery on a stock build. The difference now is that our own metadata is inside it. The recipe file's text, the checksum it declares, even the layer's priority all feed those signatures. There is no separate path for your code. An extension is subject to exactly the same reuse and exactly the same invalidation as the core, which is why a workspace can carry your changes without ever rebuilding the world. The last check makes the boundary concrete. The image manifest is the list of packages inside the minimal image this workspace built in the earlier classes. BusyBox has an entry, like every package that actually ships. Our package has none. Building a recipe adds it to the build's universe, packaged, indexed, available. Putting it into an image is a separate, explicit decision that belongs to image metadata, and no such decision has been made. That separation is a feature. A build can carry hundreds of available recipes while the image ships only what it names. Here's the manifest, asked both questions. The class outcome assembled. We created a layer with the project's own generator and registered it. The layer list shows it at priority 6. We wrote one recipe of about a dozen lines: address, checksum, license, unpacked directory, and an inherited build procedure. The build executed only that recipe's tasks, 19 of 957, and produced split packages down to per-language translations. The rerun cost nothing, because signatures now govern our metadata like everything else, and the image is provably unchanged. Layer, recipe, package, proof, that is the complete extension workflow minus exactly one step. That step is next. We install the fixture into an image of our own, a laboratory image where we choose the packages, the features, and the users, and then inspect the root file systeming those choices produce. That is where packaging decisions become a bootable system. The layer and the recipe from today are published beside this video, ready to reuse in your own workspace. Subscribe to continue building.